session for this video. We've been prepping almost 2 hours because I had an insane toddler and a crazy kitty, and a sick husband, and it's just been crazy. My hair started out straight and I don't know what's going on now, but I'm just so over it right now because it's 9 p.m. I just want to get this video done and over with. My allergies flared up, so my eyes are all puffy and itchy, so I didn't even bother putting on makeup. And yeah, so on that note, let's get into my 24th week pregnancy update. So starting with my weight, I think it was 143.6. I could be wrong, but pretty much it seems like I'm gaining a steady 2 pounds every week now. If this is the first time you guys are watching, I started out my weight with 130, between 130 and 135. I was kind of just jumping. And then I didn't gain any weight until I think my 21 weeks. 21 week? Yeah, 21 weeks is when I started gaining weight, and since then, so the past 3-4 weeks, I've been gaining weight steadily, and yeah, that's pretty much it for my weight for now. So my belly is very, very hairy. I've noticed it the past couple weeks, but I feel like it got even more hairier this week, and I noticed it because I've been outside a lot with my son when he's outside in the pool, and I just kind of opened up my belly to get some sun on the baby, and it's just so hairy, so fuzzy. I think even my son is noticing because he's been like picking at my hairs. So very fuzzy belly. Last week I said my belly button was starting to protrude, and it's definitely coming out more now. In more positions. It's almost never like an innie anymore. It's now always an outie, especially the only time it's an innie is when I'm laying on my back because everything just kind of sinks in. I don't even look pregnant sometimes. But yeah, my belly button is protruding, and according to measurements, I think I gained a full inch since last time, so I'm definitely growing and I'm feeling it. I'm starting to feel heavy. It's hard for me to bend over. Like if I'm cleaning, it's very hard for me to go from up to down position. I either need to be on my all fours and on down cleaning everything, or I have to be standing up cleaning everything on my level. It's very hard for me to keep bending over up and down. And there's 16 more weeks to go, so this should be fun. With allergies, speaking of allergies, I have been taking a freeze-dried stinging nettle. It's a natural supplement. It's stinging nettle, a plant, but the way it's like freeze-dried, it like has and the stage of the plant, it like keeps all the nutrients, and apparently it's really good for allergies. My midwife told me to take this. I've been taking it, and it really does help. So if anybody is like, even not pregnant, if anybody is looking for like a natural remedy, I would recommend essential oils and stinging nettle, because those two things are magic. And like I said, it has to be freeze dried, but I've been using it and it really is amazing, and I'm so thankful. I've been walking a lot this week like crazy, which is good because I'm walking while I can. I kind of sometimes want to attach a pedometer to myself even on days when I don't go for a walk. Just curious how much I actually walk at home with a toddler, because I'm pretty sure I walk like 5 miles each day just at home running after him. But I walked like 3 miles 3 days in a row, which is crazy because I've never walked so much in my life, and it's good. I had a ton of appointments last week. What kind of appointments did I have? I had 2 prenatal appointments and I had a chiro appointment. My 2 prenatals, just to kind of sum up really quickly because I don't want to like blab on forever, but I'm receiving care in 2 places right now because, as I've mentioned, I'm planning to have a home birth this time. And what I'm doing is, because the home birth insurance is not covered, we're paying out of pocket for it. We're just kind of getting care there, but we're also still going to my like regular like doctor, I guess you can say, seeing midwives and OBs there, because insurance completely covers it. It's free for pretty much for us. And that's where I'm doing all my ultrasounds, all my like diagnostic tests and all that fun stuff. So I'm kind of pretty much getting seen in 2 places at once. I'm pretty much just at the end, I'm just not going to go to the hospital to give birth. So, but I'm seeing 2 different, and it's kind of interesting because I'm getting kind of like one opinion of things and then another approach of things to my pregnancy. Gosh, I can't talk today. Anyway, and I actually was going to skip the glucose test today, and my midwife that I saw was telling me how next appointment I have to do it, and I told her I don't want to do it, and she asked me why, and the reasons why I did not want to do the test was because with Christian, it didn't really matter because we didn't have any children. They told me I had to come in like, you know, at 7 a.m. It's the best time to come in, just kind of so you don't eat anything. And then they take your blood once when you come in, then you wait an hour, they take it, you drink a liquid, they wait an hour, they take your blood again, and then they wait another hour, they take your blood again. I remember my husband picked me up, and then we ended up going to Walmart, and I was like so weak and I was so shaky. It literally took me an hour. Like, I was stuffing my face with food. I was like this close to passing out. And then this time I was like, I don't even know how we would do this test with Kasyan, because first of all, he doesn't wake up until like 9:30 or 10:30 in the morning. Me waking up at 7 a.m. to go do this test would mean my husband would need to take off of work, which is a big no-no. And even if he did take off of work, Kasyan sleeps with us, and he still nurses, so he can't just like sleep in bed. He would wake up and he would cry if I'm not there. So it wouldn't really work out with my husband being with him, you know, from 7 to whenever the test is done. It was just, time-wise, it would be not really convenient. And if I were to go at like 10 when my son is up, I would be starving to begin with, and I would have to wait another 2 hours starving. And I was like, it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna pass out, and it's just way too inconvenient. And I was like, I'm not at risk. I'm not overweight, and I've never had risk or, you know, a history of diabetes. I was like, I'm not gonna do it. But my midwife did tell me that they changed the rules now. You do not have to fast, so that's good. And I was like, all right. And she's like, you do not have to fast. There's just certain things you can or cannot eat. And she told me, she's like, just have like some protein. So she's like, no carbs or no sugar. So I'm like, all right, I can handle that. And it's no longer 2 hours, it's now 1 hour. So I just pretty much come in for my regular like prenatal visit, and they take my blood, and I think they just do it in an hour, and then you're done. So if you pass that, I think that's fine. And if you don't, then they might require you to do like more tests. But the good thing is, I don't have to do it at 7 a.m. in the morning. I don't have to do it fasting, and it's not 2 hours. So that is good. And on that note, I was like, all right, 1 hour I can handle, especially like at a time that's convenient for me, since I don't have to fast. So I will be doing that at my next appointment in a month. At my other appointment, with my like home birth appointment, as I call it, I was telling her how I was really sick my last pregnancy. Once again, if you guys haven't mentioned this, I'm pretty sure I have mentioned it, but I was really sick last pregnancy. I had a kidney infection at 17 weeks. I had constant sinus and double ear infections, like 8 to 10 of them. I was on constant antibiotics. I had UTIs. I don't remember what else I had. And then at the end I got shingles, and then I had like a PUPS rash that they had to take steroids for. It wasn't really PUPS, it was like, but very similar, like my whole body was itching like crazy. And then when I did go into the hospital at 39 weeks, I went in because I had a fever, not because I was having any labor signs. And they thought it was another kidney infection, and it wasn't a kidney infection. It was just some sort of infection that they found out later was chorioamniosotesis, if I said that correctly, which is pretty much infection of the amniotic fluid. So I had to get induced, and I'm not even going to go into the difficult labor I had. But that pretty much sums up my pregnancy. I was really sick all the time, and it was not fun. So this pregnancy, we are trying to keep me healthy, and so far I'm doing very well. I mean, at this point, last pregnancy, I've already had a kidney infection and a ton of like other infections, so I'm doing pretty well this time, and I'm feeling great too. And I think it's also because I'm in a really good healthy lifestyle now. Like, we eat organically, I'm moving with a toddler. So anyway, I told all this to my midwife, and she told me that she wants me to record my just pick a week between now and the next appointment and record everything I eat for a week. I was also GBS positive last pregnancy, so there's a lot of the things she says I can control these infections with my diet, so like getting a lot of probiotics in, and then I also have protein in my urine, and she said that's just, I think I need to eat more protein, which doesn't make sense. I don't know, but so she's telling me to up those things, so that's what I'm trying to work on right now. I really like kefir and yogurt and stuff, so I've been drinking that, but she wants me to record my diet for 1 week, so then she can examine it and see if I'm eating well, if I need to add or take anything away from what I'm eating. So it's pretty interesting, like I said, getting one approach from like the group practice, and then getting another like more traditional approach, kind of preventing me from any infections and having a healthy pregnancy. So that pretty much sums up my last week symptoms. I'm feeling great. My back is what's killing me. I feel like I'm getting bigger and there's more weight on my back, especially that pressure on my nerves. So it's just something Mikhail keeps fixing, like I said, but it's also my sciatic nerve. So I've been told to kind of do some exercise where I get on all fours and kind of stretch. I've been doing that, and laying on my back is comfortable when I'm laying, but when I get up, it's really painful. So like I said, bending up and down is really comfortable. It's just the pressure of my belly is really starting to take a toll on me, and I feel like it's too early for that. I'm only 24 weeks, but other than that, I'm really feeling great, and that is pretty much my 24-week update. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you like my shirt. It says, does my bump look big in this? I got it for $7 in Burlington Coat Factory. But to all my pregnant mamas, I hope you guys are doing well. Please let me know how you're feeling, what symptoms you're experiencing, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!